about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
I have a brain tumor. I
Yes.
have been, I've been freaking out. I have not been able to eat. I have not been able to sleep. I can't stop thinking, am I going to die?
You might not die. You don't know.
Well, so let's talk about this statement here. You might not die. You don't know. That statement, again, we saw in another video. If you haven't watched that video, by the way, please check the video links. You can find a link to the good version and the bad version of dealing with an upset patient, as well as breaking bad news and history taking. And we can see through all those videos that her attitude has been quite poor with the patient. Very dismissive, not acknowledging his emotions. Again, if you haven't seen those videos, do check those out. Right away, she says, you're not going to die. You don't know. So that's calling him silly and stupid for having these fears, and that's never good.
Anyway, look, I've been here already. I got here an hour and a half ago. My appointment was at 3 p.m. It is now almost 4:45. Almost 2 hours.
That's not that long at this hospital, you know.
I was waiting out there.
We have a lot of patients here. You're not the only one.
You're not the only one. Again, diminishing his importance, calling him almost, in so many words, selfish and idiotic for feeling the way that he does. It's a really bad way to handle this, I think.
Yeah, what we've seen here immediately is this doctor is becoming defensive. She's explaining away why all of his problems aren't problems, or why they're not her problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, right there, you're not the only one is kind of turning it around, saying he's like you said, he's the one who's being selfish.
It's almost like gaslighting him in some ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And notice her body language. She barely looks at him. Well, of course, because he's angry, but her the way she's slouching in her chair, she looks like she really could care less about what he's feeling.
And as we've said before, in both of these situations, our patient here has a tumor, a brain tumor. This is a very serious and significant ordeal, and it's especially significant to our patient. And so to minimize it and belittle it is the worst thing you can do in these situations.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm just really on edge lately. Ever since you gave me this diagnosis, the MRI has now been rescheduled twice. I'm here.
Because it's crowded.
Okay. I've been waiting. I have It's happening again. I'm getting these.
Why are you getting so angry? I don't understand what you're so upset about. I didn't do anything.
Defensiveness, very, very strong in this person. Why are you getting angry? I didn't do anything. Again, there's a loop here. The same theme, it keeps coming back again. She does not acknowledge his emotion. She criticizes him and belittles him for having those emotions, and she takes the defensive position.
Right, and as you can see here too, she's also taking his actions and his emotions personally.
Yes.
And again, what we've said before is that these patients that under these bad circumstances, they've been diagnosed with a pretty bad illness, and or they're maybe under extreme pain. They're not doing this because of you. This isn't about you, the doctor. You just happen to be the one present, and it's a shame, but they need an outlet for this anger. They need an outlet for their feelings. And so immediately taking it personally, like what she's doing here, is something you shouldn't be doing. You should diffuse the situation by simply giving them that chance to share this information in a non-judgmental environment.
That's beautiful. The word diffuse the situation. That's the key phrase when we think about what is the objective of the Universal Upset Patient Protocol. It is exactly that, to diffuse the situation. But as we are about to see, it's going to escalate.
This is not my fault. And
Doctor.
I didn't have you wait. They made you wait out there.
Doctor, if I may, I've been in the waiting room.
Yes.
The children are running around. They're screaming.
But that's not my fault.
Shooting pain.
I can't help that. Well, yeah. Don't touch my stuff.
Again, rude, denied the patient. Don't touch my stuff. That's horrible.
One thing we also noticed here is our doctor is not providing silence. This patient needs an opportunity to let out their feelings, to share their feelings. And our doctor is almost constantly trying to interrupt the patient, to stop them from speaking, to basically defend whatever action it is that the hospital or the doctor has taken that led up to this moment. So the doctor needs this moment to just stop and take some silence and allow the patient to let out all of their feelings.
That's right. It's not a contest of who's dominant. It is about doing your professional duty, which is to allow the patient to calm down so that you can get on with the business of caring for the patient. That's why whenever a patient is upset, your first priority is to immediately stop what you are doing and to deal with the upset patient.
Right.
Okay,
Look. The children,
yes, the children in the
nothing for me to distract myself with.
Why?
Look,
It is not our job to distract you. We're here to just diagnose you and nothing else, okay? I mean, come on.
I can't even begin right now. I am furious.
You need to calm down.
Hey, you don't tell me to calm down. I'm the one that you fucking bitch.
Okay.
But see, we can see the culmination of all of her actions and how that made things so much worse.
Right, yeah. Our patient was already in a bad situation at the beginning. They were already upset. And by the end of it, they're even worse than they were at the beginning. So all the actions that she took, they didn't diffuse the situation. They actually escalated the situation. She was throwing gas on a fire, as we would say in English.
Absolutely.
So we have the power, actually, with proper respect of the patient and respect of their current situation, to make this situation better for them. But we can also make things a lot worse. So you definitely need to make sure that you're doing the right things in these situations.
And also we can see, because of the stress that she's causing the patient, he's not only psychologically worse off, but he's also very much physically worse. His headache is getting much worse. His pain increasing. His quality of life is going downhill as we watch this video, until it explodes with him using offensive language to the doctor. There have been documented cases around the world where patients have actually used violence against medical doctors. We see it all the time in different countries and clinical settings. And a lot of the times I suspect that violence comes because the doctor was unable to contain that situation properly.
You need to calm down now. There is nothing I can do about that. Okay, hold on. We're gonna just call security on you.
Security!
Yes.
God!